Hello, I'm Zach Armstrong. Today I'm going to tell you a story about a time I learned a very important lesson in a hard way. Well, it was the summer going into my freshman year of high school. It was a very hot and beautiful summer day. I was hanging out at my friend Parker's house. He has a very nice pool. There's about 5 people there. It was just me and my buddies. Well, we were hanging out for a couple hours, having a good time. My friend decides to invite some girls over. Well, she had a couple friends with her. Whenever they got there, they didn't want to swim, of course. They wanted to go on a bike ride. Well, Parker had a big family. He had about 5 bikes, but there was about 8 or 9 people there. So there wasn't enough bikes for everyone that was there. So Parker had to ride his unicycle, which is really cool. He's really good at riding that. But I had to take his ripstick. And a ripstick is essentially a skateboard with 2 wheels. You don't really push off with your feet. You just move your hips back and forth to gain momentum. But we were riding down through his neighborhood, having a good time. I just had on swimming trunks and my shoes and a hat. And there's this big hill in his neighborhood. It's one street. And I decided I wanted to go down it. I was like, y'all think I can go down this? Parker was like, don't do it, bro. It's too steep. And inner child in me just had to show off. Well, I get to the top of the hill, and I look down it. I'm like, I can do this. Well, I start going down it. Start getting faster and faster and faster, and I get all the way to the bottom. Well, I start getting speed wobbles whenever it starts to level out again, like whenever I make it all the way to the bottom. And I hit a rock. This rock sends me flying forward, and I hit straight on my chin. The scar right here on the ground, on the pavement, and I slid about 10 to 15 feet, like straight just slid. Where I didn't have on a t-shirt, I had a road rash all over my chest, all over my arms. I got up and my head was ringing and my eyes were ringing. I see my friend right over to me on his unicycle. He's like, dude. And I look down and I see my chin like dangling and there's just blood coming out. Well, I run to his house really quick, and I look in the mirror, and it's like a quarter piece of meat just dangling there. So I jump in the shower, and it's hitting me. It feels like my body's on fire from how bad the road rash is. His mom calls my mom, and she comes and gets me really fast to take me to the emergency room or hospital, whatever. And we get in there, and the nurse is stitching me up. And when she gets done, she looks at me and she says, I bet you'll never try to show off like that again. And I can assure you, I have not done anything that chaotic ever since. And I have a scar to show for it. So I have learned my lesson.